Dolphins head coach Brian Flores made it official today. Tua Tagovailoa is out for week 3 against the Raiders. He has fractured ribs, and this is kind of a huge deal in Miami. Big picture, immediately, and long term. Our Jason Lockenfor reported this is likely going to be an injury that keeps Tua out multiple games. Think about how long it takes to heal from fractured ribs. And year 2 was pivotal for Tua because, look, there have been questions about his ability, and I never questioned him, but we have questioned, and you see it right here, his availability. The injuries, the surgeries, plural, in college. And I've always liked Tua's talent. I've always defended it, but he's been average at best. The Week 1 win over New England was a decent performance. Week 2 against Buffalo is a flat-out fiasco. Jacoby Brissett is a solid backup. Look, it's not out of the realm here that Jacoby Brissett can light a spark and even improve the passing attack. Now, don't get it twisted. He's not beating the Raiders. And this season can and will easily get away from Miami. And that's a shame. There's also this. We also first guessed that Herbert should have been the pick over Tua. We knew Justin Herbert was the perfect fit for Miami, and he was going to be a superstar. They picked Tua Tagovailoa over Justin Herbert against what I said, and they were dead wrong. Miami needed to do a better job with their first-round picks over the last few years. Chances are, think about this, quarterbacks like Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, Deshaun Watson will all change teams in 2022. I thought getting rid of Tua after 1 year was laughable, but I acknowledged that 2021 was a gigantic year for him. This is a rough start. Tua might lose his job in Miami next year due to both ability and availability. It is Wednesday. Ben's right about that. It's the Wednesday leading up to week 3, and Big Ben is already hurt. Oh, good. If only anyone could have predicted this. It's a pectoral injury for Roethlisberger, and it's always something. Which kind of makes sense since he's a broken down, shot 39-year-old quarterback. This is the residue of bad design. Ben was awful down the stretch last year. He was terrible, albeit in a win against the Bills in week number 1. He's not good enough anymore to outduel a quarterback like Derek Carr in week 2. It's sad. It has the feel of Willie Mays stumbling around in center field with the Mets at the end of his brilliant career. Ben has been awful from the pocket, and this is why the Steelers needed to improve their backup quarterback position after 2019, as we begged them to do so. This is why they needed to cut Ben this offseason, as tough as that would have been for a first-ballot Hall of Famer. Now, the Cincinnati Bengals are flawed. It doesn't matter. Once again, this week, Sunday on CBS, the Pittsburgh Steelers will have the inferior quarterback on the field for a ball game this season. They're going to lose to the Cincinnati Bengals and Joe Burrow. Pittsburgh is cooked. Pittsburgh cannot and will not make the playoffs. The quarterback cannot stay healthy and just isn't good enough anymore. Justin Fields is going to start a quarterback for the Chicago Bears. It's finally happening, and it's about time. Coach Matt Nagy announced today that Andy Dalton is so humbled by the knee injury he suffered in the Bengals game on Sunday. And the first-round quarterback is going to get his first start as a result Sunday against the Cleveland Browns. Here we go. Andy Dalton should never see the damn field ever again. I don't ever want to hear the name Andy Dalton again. I don't want to hear the idea and the concept that Matt Nagy floated today that Dalton plays when he's healthy. Justin Fields should be the quarterback, should be the starting quarterback no matter what. Just like Trevor Lawrence, Mac Jones, and Zach Wilson. Just like on Sunday, when Fields came in for Dalton, there were ups, there were downs. There are going to be more ups, there are going to be more downs. It's a rookie playing the most important position in all of sports. But you have to see it, right? Fields has it. He's super smart. It was a star at Ohio State. Fields a natural leader and thrower and athlete. Come on. Just lumps. Let him play well. Let him learn. Let him dazzle. Let Justin Fields figure it out as the Bears franchise quarterback on the field and get ready to lead Chicago to the playoffs in 2022. Matt Nagy has botched this whole thing from the beginning, which is not a surprise because, well, he botches everything. Don't overreact to a bad game against Myles Garrett and a talented Cleveland team. Justin Fields equals hope and promise and sizzles. Thanks for the memories, Andy Dalton. I don't ever want to see your face again. It's Justin Fields' time to shine. It's always been Justin Fields' time to shine. And you heard Doc Rivers right there talking to our good friend Stephen A. Smith on ESPN's First Take, saying that the Philadelphia 76ers want Ben Simmons back. I think this is the wrong strategy. I think this makes absolutely no sense. And during that interview, Doc Rivers confirmed Adrian Wojnarowski's report that, yes, Ben Simmons said he'll never play again for the team and asked for a trade. And I think Philly needs to get rid of him. And why they're going through the motions on this and not shipping him the heck out of town, I have no idea. I mean, these numbers were just sickly against Atlanta in the Eastern Conference semifinals. And of course, he didn't shoot when he had an opportunity to score in a 2-point game in the fourth quarter. And we said right after on Time to Shine the next day, he'll never play for Philadelphia again. And also during the course of that interview, Doc Rivers with Stephen A. Smith, Doc said that his comments, Doc's own comments after Game 7 were misconstrued about Ben Simmons. No, Doc, they weren't. You've had enough of Ben Simmons. Joel Embiid has had enough of Ben Simmons. You guys missed the boat. You should have traded him either A, before the draft, or B, before the start of free agency. So this is on you guys. You have to acknowledge Ben Simmons doesn't work at his craft in terms of shooting the basketball. He's dead man walking in Philly once he didn't post in game number 7. You know it. You said it. Don't back off of it. You need to sell low on Ben Simmons and get him out of Philadelphia. So imagine this concept. 76ers can actually focus on winning basketball games. How about some news you can use from Major League Baseball? SHOHEI OHTANI hit his 45th home run of the season last night, and he remains the odds-on favorite, according to Vegas, to win the American League MVP. And this right here was an absolute laser. When Ohtani puts a charge into one, it is absolutely something special. And getting number 45, image-wise, is kind of a big deal. Look at the numbers, right? 45 bombs, 95 RBI, but it's the bottom to me that makes him the MVP. 9-2, 3.28 ERA, 146 strikeouts. You see him on the bases. He's got over 20 steals, great throwing arm, great defense. That's the unicorn season. We've never seen anything like it in the history of Major League Baseball. Understand, I live for Vlad Guerrero. The rankings are off the charts. He has a golden opportunity, and he has been all year, to carry the Blue Jays to the postseason. SHOHEI OHTANI and the Angels are wretched. They're an awful baseball team, but clearly that's not Ohtani's fault. I usually favor the MVP candidate that carries his team to the playoffs. I favor the MVP candidate on the great team. I can't this year. Vlad, the numbers, the feel, it's all there. This is the exception to the rule. And it's not as if we haven't seen MVPs throughout the years from sub-500 teams, non-playoff teams in Major League Baseball. What Ohtani's done, it's the most special, greatest season in baseball history. Vlad is obviously MVP worthy, not this year against the unicorn, the face of baseball, the legendary Take That Babe Ruth, SHOHEI OHTANI. Some news you can use from the NFL as Carson Wentz is dealing with sprains in both ankles. And today, the Indianapolis Colts said that they're throwing the kitchen sink at it, trying to get him healthy. I mean, I don't like to throw pots and pans in general, let alone at injured ankles, but listen, he did not participate in practice today, didn't go through any kind of walkthrough. Tough to play quarterback when both your ankles are sprained. Listen, this is a mess. I'd be stunned if Carson Wentz was able to go. And we told you before the season there was a very realistic chance that Indianapolis was going to go 0-5. In fact, I'm going to take you a step further. When the Tennessee Titans bludgeon the Indianapolis Colts on CBS this weekend, I will declare the division over. We'll mark the tape. I'm sure we'll have an epic throwback Thursday. The minute the Titans destroy the Colts, I will declare the Colts dead and crown Derrick Henry, Ryan Tannehill, and the Titans as the AFC South champs. I feel terrible for Carson Wentz, but it's a mess right now in Indianapolis. Jacob Eason is not going on the road and beating the Tennessee Titans. Some more news you could use from the NFL, where Cowboys owner Jerry Jones says Dallas has an outstanding situation with running backs Ezekiel Elliott and Tony Pollard, both playing well. I don't really like to do this. I agree with Jerry Jones. First of all, it was pretty crystal clear if you watched the game on CBS, I know that you did. Zeke has a lot of gas left in the tank. Look, this is a great combination, and Pollard has a great burst. It doesn't mean Zeke is dead. Zeke is still going to get 15 touches a game. He's still going to dominate the Philadelphia Eagles on Monday night. We're just going to see Tony Pollard and balance. And that's a good thing for Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, Amari Cooper, and the Dallas Cowboys. That's not a bad thing. That's a great thing. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the bell for more videos.